Yo, what's poppin' Pokepals? Rare Boy here, and I'm back with another impossible Pokemon challenge. Today we're gonna find out if it's possible to beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a Rolycoly. The reason why I chose Rolycoly is because it only has a base stat total of 240, making it the top 15 weakest Pokemon stats-wise. On top of that, rock types are not great defensive-wise, being weak to several types. To add even more salt to the wound, Rolycoly has a very limited move pool, only learning normal and rock moves through level up, but its TM list isn't bad. Before we can even begin our challenge, I first need to import Rolycoly sprites into our version of Pokemon Fire Red. Once the sprites are in the game, I then need to edit the game's internal data, so this once empty data now functions exactly like a Rolycoly would. I code in its typing, base stats, and limited move pool. Now that our Rolycoly is in our game, let's review the rules of the run. The first rule is that I'm only allowed to use Rolycoly in battle. We are allowed to capture other Pokemon for HM usage, but they cannot assist Rolycoly by any other means. The second rule is that I'm not allowed to use items in battle. Held items such as leftovers are okay, but items such as Hyper Potions and X items are banned until the battle has ended. And finally, no glitches or exploits will be used to complete this game. It's just a normal playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red, but with the Rolycoly. With the rules explained in our Rolycoly in-game, let's jump into some gameplay. The first thing that I do is pick up our Rolycoly from Professor Oak's lab. For this run, I replaced Charmander so our rival takes Squirtle for even more of a challenge. I nickname our lump of coal Naughty, since I imagine bad children receive Rolycoly for the holidays in the Pokemon universe. I take a look at her stats and she has a bashful nature, which means neutral stat gains, which isn't terrible. With Naughty on the team though, it's time to conquer the Kanto region. At level 20, I took on Brock after learning Ancient Power. Geodude and Naughty exchanged tackles until eventually we crit Geodude for the knockout. Last out was Onix, and I tried to get some Omni Boost with Ancient Power, but didn't get a single one as we eventually took him down with a crit tackle as well. With this victory, we get the TM for Rock Tomb, which we can learn, and the speed drops they grant might come in handy. At Nugget Bridge, we fought our rival Morty. I told y'all I'm naming my rival Morty from now on because he is my least favorite gym leader to verse. Anyways, we surprisingly outspeed all of his Pokemon and clearly swept his team with Ancient Powers. EV training off of Mankeys and Rattata seems to be paying off. I decided to fight our rival yet again on the SSN to get a few more levels before Misty, as her gym has me worried. As you can see from this fight, I taught our Rolycoly Dig from the TM the Rocket rewards us with for defeating him. As you can also see, Wartortle's Water Gun does over half damage to us. Granted, he was in turret range, but even so, I'm 10 levels higher than him. Once Wartortle was down though, it was smooth sailing. Let's see how Misty goes. I take on Misty at level 29, and this was one hell of a fight. Staryu goes down to 1 Ancient Power. Starmie comes in, and knowing it will outspeed, I go for the Rock Tomb as we get hit down to just 15 HP off of 1 Water Pulse. After the speed drop, we can outspeed and get a high roll from Ancient Power to take out Misty Starmie. That was a very scary fight. Lieutenant Surge went smoothly, all thanks to finally getting my first Omni Boost off of our first Ancient Power. From there, we swept his team. Also, apparently Ancient Power is considered a contact move in Gen 3 as Raichu Static activated on us. Interesting and good to keep in mind. I tried my luck at Giovanni, but it's clear to me we are nowhere near ready for this fight as Kanga punches our lump of coal in the face and deals massive damage. Well, I know someone's on Naughty's list. After that upsetting defeat, I tried my luck at Morty, and it was once again a concerning fight as his Wartortle again survives our attacks in red, turret boosting his water gun and dealing massive damage. Morty's latest edition, Execute, has also Reflect, and his other edition, Growlithe, has Intimidate, so they can be potential threats in the future, but luckily this time they weren't. I go a little overboard and get Naughty up to level 59 before fighting Giovanni again, and at this level it was a clean sweep. I figured I'm going to need the levels anyway, so it was probably better to get them sooner rather than later. After dismantling Team Rocket from Pokemon Tower, we reached level 60 and learned Rock Slide, which is our strongest move and is strong enough to sweep through Erica's team, which is good because she could have been a problem. It's Koga time, and we got very close to losing this match. It started off great with us 1 or 2 shotting each of his Pokemon with Rock Slide until Weezing came in. He poisoned us with Toxic and spammed Smoke Screen, and even healed with the Hyper Potion. Thankfully, we burst through the accuracy drops for the win, but if we missed 1 or 2 more attacks, we could have lost this fight, which is concerning. Our rival fight at Sylph Tower got close to losing thanks to a missed Rock Slide on Blastoise, allowing it to hit us with 2 water guns. On top of that, Alakazam still outspeeds us, but thankfully he only went for Future Sight, and it was too late in the fight to finish us off. Gotta be careful with Rock Slide's inaccuracy. We got really lucky against Giovanni as we had to use 2 dig attacks on Nidoqueen, none of which activated her Poison Point ability, and we flinched Kanga with Rock Slide for a smooth victory. Even though we have Dig, Giovanni is going to have an Earthquake next time we see him, which doubles in power if we're caught underground, so that could spell trouble for the run. Now that Team Rocket has left Saffron, we take on Sabrina. A few Ancient Powers and a Rock Slide were enough to cleanly sweep through her team, and we even got an Omni Boost to rub it in her face. Blaine's fight was actually kinda comical. Despite having 2 Intimidators on his team, we managed to one-shot Arcanine with a crit. Ponytail went down with 1 hit as well, and then Rapidash refused to go down, but he eventually couldn't do anything, as you can see here, because we have the ability Flash Fire, which makes us immune to all fire type attacks, so we were completely safe for this entire match. I gotta give y'all a blow-by-blow on Giovanni's fight, because even I can't believe it. I got Naughty up to level 85 and went to the fight. Turn 1, I get a crit flinch off a Rock Slide, and then start hammering Rhyhorn with Ancient Powers trying to get a boost. Giovanni then swaps out to Dugtrio, only for it to be blown away by Ancient Power on the swap. Rhyhorn comes back in, and we finally get an Omni Boost, as he just goes for Scary Face for speed control. Nidoqueen comes in next, and we get a flinch on her, but then we miss our next Rock Slide and get hit for about a quarter from Earthquake. We don't miss Rock Slide as Nidoqueen goes down this turn, and Nidoking comes in. We flinch him with our first Rock Slide and then take him out on the follow-up. Last is Giovanni's Ace Rhyhorn, who we also flinch and take out with another Rock Slide. I can't believe we got a flinch on every one of Giovanni's Pokemon, and we didn't have to use Dig, or else we could have easily lost this fight 100 times over. That was extremely lucky, to say the least. We had another lucky fight against our rival. Blastoise set up the rain and survived our Rock Slide in turret range yet again, but we thankfully flinched him and we were able to take him out on the follow-up. A rain-boosted, torrent-boosted water gun most likely would have finished us off, no doubt in my mind. I can't believe how many flinches we're getting this run. I should have named her Togekiss. Here we are outside the Elite Four at level 100, and these stats are... well, they're nothing to get excited about, and our moveset is just as bad. I finally replaced Smokescreen with Reflect, as the defense boost could come in handy against Bruno. The only other move Rolycoly can learn in Gen 3 is Facade, but that's a post-game TM, so that does us no good. I managed to snag a Hard Stone to boost our Rock Slides and Ancient Powers, but that's about all I can do. I doubt this is even enough to beat Lorelei, but stranger things have happened on this channel in the past, so who knows? Well, Rolycoly proved me absolutely wrong, as she just straight up OHKOs everything on Lorelei's team aside from Slowbro, who we got a flinch on. I legit was not expecting that, but I'll take it. Next up was Bruno, another opponent I was fearing, as all of his Pokemon have super effective moves against us. I tried to get some Omni Boost off of Onix, and we wind up getting 2. With the Stat Buffs and the Reflect, we miraculously sweep through Bruno's team. Again, was not expecting that to happen so quickly, but I'll gladly take it. Next up was Agatha, but this fight was yet another easy fight until her Ace Gengar put us to sleep and started spamming Shadow Balls. We woke up fairly quickly and managed to take her out just above red health. If we slept a little longer, that might have ended in a loss. Last but not least is Lance, and I thought he would have been more problematic, with Gyarados, but once we got an Omni boost, we shut down his entire team. I'm also surprised he didn't try to go for Hydro Pump. All that's left now is the champion fight. We finally have an actual opponent, as our rival's Executor puts us to sleep and then annihilates us with just 2 Giga Drains. Looks like this match is going to come down to nothing more than some good old-fashioned RNG. On my very next attempt, we crit Executor for a one-shot, but then I found out Blastoise OHKOs us from full health with Hydro Pump. He's either going to have to miss Hydro Pump or we're going to have to flinch him if we want to win this. Okay, so I managed to get Blastoise down on this attempt, but then the real issue, Rhydon, comes in. He resists our rock moves and has Earthquake, so we can't go for Dig. We got close to taking him down, but we ultimately lost the exchange. I'm gonna need about 3 Omni boosts to win this fight, huh? I did eventually make it back to Rhydon after about 20 more attempts, but I didn't get a single Omni boost this time around, so as you can imagine, we lost. What you're all seeing now are the rest of my failed attempts. I never saw Rhydon again after that previous clip. While it's theoretically possible to beat this, there is no way I would get the boosts I need, the flinches I need, and then I'd have to worry about Alakazam with his Psychic, along with Arcanine's Intimidates. There are just way too many factors playing a role in this final fight, and I have other videos to make, so unfortunately, I'm going to count this video as a loss. I'm not mad or upset that we lost, as I knew Rolycoly would inevitably fail at some point with no coverage and lackluster stats. For our next impossible challenge, we're going to do an interesting one. I was requested to find out if we could beat Pokemon Fire Red using only an Arceus. I know the answer is already yes, but I'm going to be making it a special Arceus, as typeless Arceus has never been used before. So let's see if we can beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a typeless Arceus. If you don't want to miss that video, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and in the comment section, I want to know what your favorite part of today's run was. This has been your boy Rare Boy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!
Red, white, and blue, yeah, I love this place.
Excuse me, did you just watch this video? You must have if you made it this far into the video. And yet you haven't liked, commented, shared, or subscribed. The Rare Boy working very hard on these videos. Please do the man a favor.